Okay, let's call the meeting to order for the Dudley Cultural Council at 10:03 on August 19th, 2021. I want to welcome our new members, Jane Champagne,
Thank you.
Louise Williams.
Thank you.
Former member.
Hello, Louise.
Ron, say that.
Stahelic.
Stahelic.
Stahelic, this is
Stahelic.
Stahelic, yep.
Gotta say Stahelic, get the hell in there.
Get that. I was kind of thinking that. Annette is a new member and on board, but wasn't able to come today. So let's just go around. So we always go around. It's kind of a repeat today. Start with you, Louise. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Louise Williams. This is my second term.
Sure.
You know, it's way back. I taught in the Dudley Child and School System and retired from there.
There you go.
And I'm Ron Stahelic, I'm the new treasurer. And
Not yet?
No, not yet. Oh, I haven't been, okay. Well, to be, and I'm retired from facilities at St. Vincent's Hospital.
Okay. Jenny DiDonato, chairman.
Mary Kunkel, secretary.
And Jane Champagne, this is my first meeting.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Okay, the first order of business here is going to be voting for new offices so we can assume the correct positions here. So the floor is open for nominations for, we can make it for a slate of offices. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Chairman, treasurer, and secretary. Anybody have
Someone
a
needs to
motion?
make a motion, and we can't, because we're in.
Oh, I make a motion that Ginny DiDonato, Mary Kunkel, no, for chairperson, Mary Kunkel for secretary, and Ron for treasurer.
Second?
I'll second it.
There you go. All in favor?
Aye.
We can
Aye.
vote, we're voting. All right, thank you very much, ladies. That was awkward, but I don't know. Mary told me I had to do that.
Well, no, I was gonna
No.
do it individually, but you
Yeah,
have to,
no,
you
I
have to
know.
be officially elected, I'm
I
assuming.
just figured a slate.
We officially
Well, no, slate was a
elected
good
you.
idea.
Okay. Now we'll have the secretary minutes from our last meeting in June.
I handed you a copy, but I will read them for the TV.
Yes, you did hand a copy and,
Did you get one?
yeah, I had
Well,
one in my
figured
file.
For the record on the live thing. Dudley Cultural Council meeting held on Thursday, June 3rd, 2021, 10 a.m., room 315. Members present, Jenny DiDonato, Joanne Brinker, Mary Kunkel, Marilyn Kramas, Patty Byron. Absent were Audrey Resner, Cheryl Bernardo. Meeting was called to order at 10:04 by Chairperson Jenny DiDonato. Current members were introduced, as were three potential members who were present for this meeting: Ronald Stahelic, Annette Guyon, and Jane Champagne. Thank you. The secretary's report was read and accepted. The treasurer's reports for cycle 46 and cycle 47 were read and accepted. Old business. Of cycle 46, 2020, the Veterans Hall renovations have been completed. Stephen Lewis's poster exhibit, Diversity, has been rescheduled to November 2021. 9 events from Cycle 46 have yet to be completed. However, the Senior Center Program Hip Hop Chair Exercise was held on June 18th, 2021, and Mark Chester's photo exhibit, Bay State, a photographic display, will be on exhibit the month of November 2022. New business. Joanne Brinker has finished her second 3-year term as treasurer and will take a 1-year leave. This leaves the treasurer position vacant until our August meeting, when a slate of officers will be appointed. The question of Marilyn Kramer's status was discussed, and it will be looked into to be sure that she in fact has been reappointed to a second 3-year term, which will expire on June 30, 2023. Sample letters for appointment to the council were provided to the 3 potential members. We went over our priorities and made no changes. Mary Kunkel will print up new brochures and have them available at the town hall, the library, the Book Lovers Gourmet by the end of August or early September 2021. We discussed how to get more publicity for the council, as we realized that many residents of Dudley are unaware that we have a cultural council. Jane Champagne, one of our guests and a member of the Dudley Women's Club, invited us to attend their fall meet and greet where we can introduce ourselves and explain what the council is and does. Ginny is going to follow up on that. We are also going to try and get more photographs with council program information for the local news media. Other business. We briefly discussed the possibility of finding out if the message board that had been on display at the Dudley Fire Department is available, and if so, could it be placed somewhere on West Main Street for more visibility? Not only for cultural council events, but other Dudley events as well. Mary Kunkel will follow up on this. The next meeting was scheduled for August 19th, 2021 at 10 a.m. in room 315. The meeting was adjourned at 11:05. Respectfully submitted, Mary Kunkel, Secretary.
Are there any omissions or corrections? With that in mind, I'll maintain a motion to accept the minutes.
I
Make-
second.
I was looking for the motion.
I motion to accept the
Okay.
minutes.
And I'll second.
There you go. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, with regard,
Do we have a treasurer's?
yeah, we have a treasurer's report, but I may
we
not have
haven't
gotten
seen
it.
Oh,
Right here, Mary.
okay, moved it down, thank you.
Okay, Ron is our new treasurer and
And-
has been dutifully working with Joanne.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you this, God bless him, God bless Joanne. This whole thing is more complicated than I had any idea.
And now
It's
with,
true.
and now with the new process,
And now
our
with the
electronic
new-
process is even more
Oh.
confusing.
It is
Okay.
very confusing. It is indeed. And of course, Joanne made it look so easy. It was like when Simone
Well, that's
Biles
a
was at
special-
her
that's a
best
special
gymnastics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that-
how Joanne
yeah.
made it look. Okay, give us your,
Well, I hope I can explain it. Joanne is definitely retroactively on top of this stuff, and we both work together to put this together, but we worked out the treasure, the end of the year, end of fiscal year, which ended on July 31st. So the new fiscal year, 2020, actually started, started
Yeah.
July 1st.
yeah.
So this report ends at the last day in June. And it basically, I'm not sure how she had,
Well,
everything, we compared everything with ledgers and documents that came from Deb, and our numbers proved against her numbers, and which makes us know that we're on track with
Right.
the treasurer, with the accounting department here at the town. I don't know if there's anything that stands out here, but we did have, as was stated in the minutes, we had outstanding monies left over from previous years, and we tried to reflect that in this treasurer's report.
mhm. That's actually your 630 line 1.
Yeah.
5955 and change. This is very clear, I think. I'm quite sure that the $300, I'm mistaken about what that was paid for at this point. But the 1,000 was for the rehab of the Veterans Hall. The 350 was the music dance, the hip hop that took place at
Behind the senior center, out in
behind
the
at
back.
the garden.
Yep.
And I attended that. And the seniors there, they really liked it. So anyway, all this, as a note, the admin fund still has $171 in it. That means if we have expenses as a council for paper or whatever, okay, we can take it out of that.
Yep.
Ron, anything else?
No, I have no.
Are these both of them?
Yeah, this
front
both,
and
this,
back?
yeah, they're from the.
Oh, you were much more
One
efficient
on
than.
front's 2020.
Yeah, if you look at, He did front and back, and what I tried to do was.
You rather have individual
No,
sheets?
no, I don't do front and back.
I was only saving paper.
Good idea.
That's
I just thought it would be a good idea, you can see, okay, what's going on during the pandemic. If you're on FY, at the top, FY 2020 grant tracking spreadsheet, cycle 46.
Yep.
Are we all there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, these are the items, okay, from that cycle, which was last year, if you will. And we still have encumbered funds, which are on the right, are still things that haven't been done. And the items will be able to be done. Some I can say are already scheduled, which is on a sheet that I will be happy to give you after the meeting. I'm not gonna take time. I didn't get down here soon enough to get them all lined up. But I have an explanation, which is, again, an Excel spreadsheet, which Joanne does for me.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I can say that the two of these on, that have, are still, what are they, encumbered or unencumbered? I get the words confused. The Old Fiddlers Club and the Tradesmen on the Common, those are gonna be held October 2nd. Those two programs. The Tradesmen on the Common.
Oh, the tradesmen, I thought
Yeah.
you said, and
the Old Fiddlers Club.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
those two programs are gonna be held on 10.
I think we have those in the other sheet. And here's what, well, actually, she and I work together. She actually develops the Excel. I have all of these things on the website, on the Dudley website. I finally got a good handle on that, and then Mass Cultural Council decided they needed an
Their
upgrade.
own website.
Oh, they had their
Oh,
own
yeah.
website, and it was quite adequate, in my opinion, but
What,
now this new one has you going multiple places to learn
Yeah.
anyway.
I tried this morning.
Go
I
ahead.
do have a question for you, because as I was going through a lot of these webinars and all that stuff, that they're looking for us by the end of this month is to upgrade our priorities.
Well, I was gonna talk to Mary of our priorities.
Well, it seems as though you have it right here, but it has to be documented on the website before the end of this month, or they're gonna lock the system.
Okay. Here's part of this system that I'm very upset with. Those priorities were on the old system, and they were supposed to be carried over to the new system, okay? Along with our members, which weren't all done correctly, and the priorities weren't done correctly. So I have been in touch with Ricky Guillaume, who's our contact person. Anyone can call him, I'll be happy to give you his name. I have posted you all on the new website, and you're all entitled to do your own profile. And it's very involved, this new website. I'm not happy at all with it, and I'm not happy with him, because at this point, although he is very responsive, I'm not sure about September 1st. So I've told Michelle, hold off, and Mary, hold off on any publications. Our grant cycle is supposed to be September 1 to October 15th. Now, they should be working, and perhaps will be, to make sure that those dates stay intact.
Right.
But at this point, when I said something about a question, he said, well, we're not sure at this point. But I asked you the questions, you should be informing us. It doesn't work that way. I don't understand. I don't understand what I think is, up till this year, they've been very good. He's very responsive. He answers almost immediately when I email him, and he picks up his phone. I call his cell. So anybody who has questions, I don't want them to be repeat. So, if you have a question, you can maybe we'll funnel together, you know, before somebody calls him. But that's all for now.
But any idea when they're gonna know these dates? Because I can't publish
Well,
anything until.
Here's the dates of some of the things that this is their schedule right now. August
That's
31st,
right now.
Last day for update of the profile, September 1st grant cycle.
I've done the
opens. Did all
profile.
that.
I've done it all. But you see, that's LCC
Yeah.
grant, that's not DCC. Let me go back to our website.
Yeah.
If you go on, has anyone gone on I think you've gone on the
Mhm,
Dudley
I
website.
have.
You seen the events?
Yeah, I saw it this morning. I looked on the Dudley website, and I saw it.
If you see the Dudley Cultural Council, okay, and to the left of it, if you go on government and then the council, and you see an explanation of the council, to the left are, on the bottom line are events. If you click that, you see in descending chronological order, which I didn't think made a lot of sense, but I haven't complained about that one yet. Because it's, you know, I think it's the
I know.
November one first.
Yeah, the most
Okay.
recent
In
coming up.
any case, if you click on the event itself, on the event, it'll bring you up to what you're gonna read in some of these things I'll hand out. So there's a lot of information. I try to keep it updated, as we heard from the tradesmen and of course the change in the band for the Grange's third concert. That band changed 3 times. So every time Karen would speak or email me, I'd try to update it. It's easy once you get to know it.
Right.
So, you know, but I don't know the MCC yet. So in any case, and I want to talk to you about this
Sure.
after the meeting.
Yep.
And that's about all. Now, the survey. Yesterday I went through 2 webinars, and I've gone through webinars before, but I went through the first 2, and then the treasurer's
Yeah.
report was the 3rd one. And they say, oh, you have to have a survey. Are you ready for this one, Mary? Every year.
Oh, come on.
So, we formally had a survey every 3 years. In my note regarding you and the Women's Club, I have that old survey, so I was gonna ask you to do it with the Women's Club if you would at some time, and somebody else could come with.
Okay,
You know, but
sure.
we'll talk about that.
All right.
I did say to, and the way they say it on the webinar, which is a repeated session, 'cause I can't make it on when they schedule it, you know, which is fine. When they say it on the webinar or whatever, it almost sounds like you have to have a survey every year. So I said to him, Ricky, when I called him, because I was this upset, and because there were a few other things too. And I said, Ricky, we were previously told to do a survey every 3 years.
It's always been every 3 years, as far back as I remember, and I was on a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah, and he said, oh, well, we just kind of suggest you do it every year. You read one thing, you hear another thing. So, you know what? It's not gonna be done this year.
Okay, well, is there a consequence if we don't have one every year, or no?
No.
Well,
Is there a consequence to these
Well, I don't
people
know.
having a website that isn't complete and September 1st is in a
Well, their
week and a
only- their
half
only
or
conse-
whatever?
Their only consequence is they can lock you out of the system.
That's fine. I mean, if they wanna do that, then they'll hear. I mean, somehow I updated you and Louise on the MCC website, okay?
Okay.
I had updated you guys on the Dudley Cultural, well, actually, I didn't. Debbie Thibodeau does that.
Okay.
There are certain things she does, and there are certain things I can do, or one of us, any of us.
Can I-
Not me.
before we get off the,
Yeah.
I just thought of something. If it's optional, whether we do it yearly or every 3 years.
No, I didn't say it was optional.
Well-
I said to him, we knew it, next year we'll consider it.
Right, But what I was gonna say was, if we have an event, one of our own events comes up that we think might draw a lot of people,
Good idea.
could we just say,
We
could we
can-
have do a survey at that event?
Why not?
Okay,
Why not?
so we don't have to be
It's
like
just
on a
that the
special
survey
day.
that gets a lot of people, they know about it. But that's
Well-
okay, there's questions in the survey
Yeah, there might
that
be
say,
other-
what do you want from
Other
us?
things, there might be other
You
things
know?
that people
Oh.
would like to see us.
I'll give you, I have a
Fine.
copy in my
Yeah, because
file.
I've never seen a survey.
No,
Yeah.
you weren't at that meeting when we went to the Women's Club. And had them do a survey in 2019.
I wasn't, no.
That's, I don't remember who else went, but somebody came with me, and we handed it out, and they did the survey. And plus, Mary and others have tried to be here on election day and done a
Okay.
survey.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a
Yeah,
very
that
good
is a
one.
good,
And
that's
then we
probably our
were
best
They don't
bet.
allow
not
us.
allowed,
They don't allow us.
not allowed to be
Oh.
done.
We were just in the inside hallway as
Sure.
people came in. you know.
So, and then there was the question, you wanna clear us up about the banner? I'm done with, the MCC at this point. I'll keep you all up to date about the September 1st, cause you need to know where we stand.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
so
yeah.
you can tell people who might inquire about, how do you do this? Well, first of all, it has to be done online.
Yes.
Okay, and that's been true for a
Mhm.
few years now. They have to go to the MCC website. Even the website isn't clear. He gives us this smart, simple website to update things, but that's not the website you go to for the, it's beyond me. There should be one
Well,
website.
They also have a website, they have an MCC website for Dudley, for each of the towns.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do, but I haven't seen that one yet. I've been
I
doing.
went on it today to just look
And-
around.
And what did it say?
It wasn't very generic at this point, you know, because this other stuff has to be filled in. I think that's exactly where you, I think that's where the purpose is, shows up eventually.
The priorities?
Priorities rather, yeah.
Well, they have priorities in another area, and I went on to check them. And that's one of the things, I said, I can't get to all the priorities, the arrow won't move.
I don't know if you saw the form, but the form, you have to be a computer expert to know how to put hashtags and things like that to write in your priorities, so they would go into the URL correctly.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do a
Okay.
little show and tell.
Good
okay,
idea.
Because we have new people. This is our old banner, okay? Stretch it out as much as I can, okay? And we did have another one made, similar to this one, and it's disappeared. What happened to it? So we have this one, and then Marilyn just had, I haven't even seen this one. This is the most recent one. Okay, it's the first
They
time.
don't cost very much, luckily.
Well, that one does, that one did. This one, obviously, it's not as heavy. This was like $30 or $33. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you feel the plastic, you can tell.
Yeah, I could tell.
Okay.
See, and I thought that was the new one.
No, that's one that the letters have to be glued down because they're
Okay.
lifting up, which I think Marilyn did. Okay, anyway.
This is the latest new
This is the
one?
newest one.
Okay.
Yeah, which I thought was gonna be folded, because Marilyn said, do we have a plastic container to keep them in? So I did have one at the house,
Good,
and then when I
yeah.
got this, it was rolled up and it fits fine in that little cubby.
Oh, okay.
But what my question to you is this, I've brought banners up to the Grange, and they have their own grommets.
What does that mean?
A grommet, you know, the hooks with the, that stretch.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I'm wondering if we should maybe have some in case, I'm thinking of the thing down at the Shakespeare in the Park that's coming up.
The French River Park,
If
yeah.
that's coming up tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but there is a rain date on that.
Well, anyway, you know, I don't know if they're gonna have grommets or how do we just leave it up to them to get this up?
No. Oh, well, I wouldn't.
Well,
I
that's what
wouldn't
I
think
mean.
so. Are you planning to go? I
Yes,
can't
no,
go, I was,
yeah.
but I can't
No,
go.
I can bring
as
it
a
down
kid.
anytime after 2, and I plan on going to the event, but I'm gonna bring the banner down early, because I
Right.
wanna see where, in
Mhm.
fact, it can go, and how we can get it up. So maybe I'll take it from there.
What,
If they don't have something.
do you know how to get these
Oh,
grommets?
yeah, any Hobby Barber Shawns will have them.
why don't you buy some?
And I don't mean grommets, I mean, I'm sorry, bungee cords, these are
Oh,
grommets.
bungee cords,
These,
okay.
I'm sorry, it's the
Well,
rain.
buy some bungee cords and keep
Yeah.
them with that.
All right, well, that was my
And
question.
then,
Yeah.
give Ron the bill.
That was my question. This way, if they don't have, if they don't have a way to put up the banners, at least we can offer the bungee cords and see what
Yeah,
happens.
I
It's really old
sent
stuff.
her an email.
I'm gonna fold it, I think.
I sent her an email because last week's notice, I think I might have told you, about Shakespeare in the Park and tomorrow's date.
Mm-hmm.
No mention of the Cultural Council in that little press release. So I did send her a notice
Oh, you
as a
did?
reminder.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice about it, but I didn't hear back. And she is a member of the Webster Cultural Council.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, according to their website.
This was folded. Yeah, this one here is really nice.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
and
the
soft.
like
one
the
I
weight.
saw at the
I like the
Grange.
weight on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think this
Well,
one,
if that costs-
this one costs like 100. It was
I was gonna
100.
say, how did she ever get that for 20? I think at the first one was like 30, somewhere around $30.
Yeah, no, it's a big difference.
Big difference.
Now, I don't even know if we need to keep it in plastic. That was Marilyn, Miss Neat, Marilyn. It's the neat Nick. I
Well,
don't know if we need to keep it in the plastic.
It's whatever you think.
Because it fits we have that nice big cubby now in there, so.
Oh, it's a big cubby?
Well, I mean, it's a box, it's not just a slot. Well, that's where I found these, so I'm assuming,
I better go look because I'm not,
well, you can't miss it. It's right behind the door. And I've got to put these back
Oh.
anyway, so I'll show you when we go back.
okay, very good.
And one more thing about the banners, as long as we're on that topic. Because we lost one, I made up this form. And
Thank you,
whoever
that's right.
whoever has decided, has opted to, or has offered to take a banner to whatever program, I've been doing it, sometimes I can't go. We're just gonna ask people to put which banner, I'm gonna designate them, banner one will be the old one, banner two will be the new one. Which banner you took, what the event was that you brought it to, when you picked it up and initial it, and when you dropped it back off and
Okay.
initial it.
So you can show all of us where
Yeah.
they're located.
Right behind the door, and we also have a mail slot they're all in alphabetical order, so if you look on the mail slot, you'll see one for Cultural Council.
Okay, great.
Okay, that's all the banners.
If anybody else is here, as I said to Mary, and you see any mail for the Dudley Cultural Council, whether it has my name on it or not, feel free to open it and let me know, because it could be something very important, and I don't necessarily get here all that often. I don't make it a point.
Joe called somebody at the Grange because we wanted to get
The funds?
well, we wanted to pay her funds.
Yeah, the pay
It's
them.
supposed to be paid, and so she had directed him to send it to me directly, but that's not necessarily what happened, It might end up here in the mailbox here.
That's another thing, right, and
So
you don't want something like that.
invoices might be coming here to the town hall rather than to me, but Joanne purposely, when she was getting, she instructed that people to send the bill to her directly. Because it could sit there for weeks or.
Oh, right.
Well, and it was a nuisance for her to have to come to the mailbox for these
Right.
things. And I wanted to say something else with regard to that. Oh, some of the issues here, because these were 2020, some of them, these people don't remember what they're supposed to do to get their money. I can't really remember, so I gotta go find all of, because I sent out 4 attachments on an approval notice.
Okay.
So, they don't remember, and this year I'm gonna put your address. If we ever find out what we get for money, that's another thing.
Well, we have to wait for the cherry sheet, yeah, that's not till after the first of the year, or it was way late last year, right? We didn't
Well,
get it till-
last year was because the state hadn't done their
Budget.
budget.
That's
The
what-
budget is done this
Yeah.
year. We should be knowing by this point how much money we're getting. Again, delayed. There's no reason The Mass Cultural
State.
Council got $20.1 million.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
well,
what I want you to see here is that I'm gonna, if anybody who's interested in this is the application and the dates and explanation, a description of the projects that are still outstanding from our 2020 grant awards and our 2021, okay?
Mhm.
So some of them have moved over already to 2022, but the first old one is Much Ado About Nothing,
Mhm.
the Shakespeare one, which is tomorrow night.
tomorrow night.
And I thought you might find this helpful.
Did you pass those out? Was that-
I wanted to, but
Oh, okay, I just thought maybe I didn't see one
The-
in front of me.
the IT specialists thought we were gonna go in the other room, so I didn't wanna pass them out here, and
Oh, that's what you
there's
were.
yours.
Oh, thank you.
And, hang on. Is there any new business? Aside from the survey, I
Well,
kinda
I
had
just have
that
one more-
noted under new business.
I'd just like to bring up one more thing about the brochures.
Yeah.
Okay, in talking to Ginny, we're trying to think of more places to place these brochures. Right now, it's the town hall, the library, and the Book Lovers Gourmet offered to put them in her, in her slot. In talking to Ginny, we discussed, what about churches? And, was it just the churches, or was it somewhere else?
Well, I think you said, might have said Park and Shop. You know, they have that,
Oh,
Wall?
yeah, well, but they can't, not to take it, we could post one, sure, but I don't know if there's a place to
Yeah, I
take
don't
it.
know.
You can post a package up anymore, all you can do is put business cards on them.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
is
They
that
took, they
right?
took that wall down.
Yeah,
Well,
that's whole, it's
They
been
took
changed
the
over.
can
Yeah,
recycles.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't done that in
oh,
2 years, I
that
went
was
with
so-
a bag.
That was so messy and dirty, though, I'm so glad that's
Oh, I
gone.
know.
Oh,
I'm not,
And if
I'm
you ever-
thankful it's gone.
And if you ever had to sell raffle tickets there, when
Right.
people would come in with like 3 bags and start grinding.
oh, good
It was,
point.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, I had told Ginny, I says, well, I'll call, my pastor's on vacation, he's not gonna be back until I think next week. And I know in our church, we have a little table in the NAFAX where they have, well, I know they have a thing for the food bank, and things like that, you can pick up, and I was gonna, but I thought was if we get, maybe ask if we can put some brochures there.
Mhm.
I thought maybe you're at Andrew Padua, if you could talk to your priest. There's
Just put them there.
just put them, or you have a little table, that's it, I don't know.
We
if
do
you a
have,
little-
we have
have
tables at
tables
the
at-
entrance,
Both entrances.
yes.
So.
And then Andrew Babola, I'll stop down there, I don't, it's.
Yeah, you know what, I have not had good luck with Babola. When I've knocked on that front door.
Oh, really? Well, they must have a phone, I was gonna call, I'd call.
I've
first.
tried
I
to
belong, I
call.
belong there.
Yeah.
You belong
Yeah,
there?
and
Oh,
he-
do you?
And he only answers the cell phone.
I was just gonna say, I've called there,
Well,
although
how-
you can call and order stuff, I bet.
Yeah, he can.
Do you
But-
think, do you know him, I mean, would you
Yeah,
be
Father
willing to
Chris-
call and
Father
ask
Chris.
if we could put some of our brochures?
I've been working there all week this week,
Oh,
helping
okay.
making pittos and guampis and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
that's right,
yeah.
wonderful.
Oh, okay, well, just
I
give
know,
them some.
we're
How
really
many
jealous
do you-
about your kitchen.
How many do you have?
Right now, I haven't printed out any, I had to go get paper yesterday, I usually do about 100, and I put about 20. This is the second part of my question is, I thought of those little plastic brochure holders, that, and I can get 6 for $28 from Amazon. And I thought maybe if we brought those like to the churches,
Mhm.
they won't be as messy, rather than just laying there and they're more apt to,
I agree with you.
What do you think?
Yeah, it'll,
And I can, they'll
grab more
probably come-
attention.
Yeah, they'll grab, if they're standing up, like I say,
Mhm.
like this, so, and I can get those probably in a day or two through Amazon. But I want to check with, it was the schools, that's what it was. It was
Yeah,
the
that's
3
right.
schools. There are 4 churches and 3 schools. The other church is the one on the way to Southbridge on the left. I don't know exactly what
Is
type
that,
of a church it
is
is.
that Quinnebog or Dudley?
No, it's Dudley.
Is it?
It's Dudley, yeah, and I'll stop in there. I knew the priest, pastor or whatever at one time, because I sold him a copy machine I had. But that was quite a while ago, he's probably not there anymore. Anyway, so 4 churches, 3 schools, that would be 7 more places we could get our brochures out.
Mhm.
In which case, I will obviously print out more and put maybe like 20.
Yeah, and if
Each
you
one.
do buy the bungee cords, and, you know, you could probably put a bill in for the paper and the, is that paper?
Well, the
is it
paper I
cheap?
don't mind, because I use the paper. You know, I use the paper myself.
Yeah, but you're
so-
gonna have 100 sheets, you say.
Well, yeah, but I bought a whole thing. I'll charge you for the 100.
Okay,
I'll figure it out.
figure it out.
All right, so
Figure it
it's
out,
okay
'cause
for
we-
the, okay
they'll
for the
probably take the
bungees?
money away, because we never spend money except for the banner,
Right,
you know?
Right.
yeah.
Well, we used to need, at one time, we needed stamps, because we had to
That's right.
mail all these letters and stuff. Now everything's done online, so
Right.
Right,
there's
right.
no need for postage. But we will be getting bungee cords, and we'll be getting, whatever you call those things, brochure holders, I guess.
Would you ever think of contacting youth groups like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and the?
Hi. Due to the tornado warning, they're having us go down to the first floor.
What
Oh,
number?
is that what that beep was?
Yes.
Tornado
there's
warning?
a tornado warning, so they're having us go
Oh, I
down to the
didn't-
first floor, just letting you know.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Great.
Okay.
Do we wanna schedule a meeting
And let's
and
just,
get out of here?
maybe let's adjourn
Okay.
Yeah,
and
so,
head for home.
Okay, how about if I send a date for another meeting?
That would be great.
Okay.
Please
And
do.
any news I have, I will email you.
That sounds good, Jenny.
All right, I think we got most of the important stuff done
Yeah,
anyway.
we did.
No, which
We
was
did.
good.
The primary thing is we really had to elect the officers and introduce our
Yes.
new members, because there's not a heck of a lot out there.
Here's the, you can take this, Jane, this is the results of a survey.
Oh, is this the
we have
survey?
here.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the last
is
one.
helpful.
Last one we did, the type of questions we asked on the survey, and
Thank you, Mary.
All right,
response. You're
okay,
welcome.
if we, all right, wait, I had, see,
I sent you an electronic copy of this.
hold on,
Do I need
wanna
to make a
show
motion that we
something.
adjourn the
Now she
meeting?
Yes, make a motion.
Due to the tornado.
Yes, I make a motion that due to the tornado warning, we adjourn the meeting and we'll meet again in the next couple of
Head
weeks.
for the cellar.
I second it.
All right, Louise, here we go.
All right, we're going downstairs. I need to show you what